My name is Sean, aka Prep Mode, and today I'm doing a review of Husky Beard products. We've got a Coney Beard Oil, Midnight Charmer Beard Oil, Woodstock Beard Balm, the Folding Beard Comb, and the Boar's Hair Bristle Brush. I was recently contacted by Ray Moyers, the owner of Husky Beard, and he was interested in having me do some reviews on his products. Before I get started, I'm going to point out today that I'm wearing my Iditarod Trail t-shirt. If you can see there, Alaska's Iditarod Trail. The last great race on Earth. And if you are not familiar with the Iditarod, it is an annual race held here in Alaska where teams of dogs and their mushers trek from Willow, Alaska to Nome, Alaska, somewhat recreating the original Serum Run that happened in 1925. Although now we refer to the Iditarod as the last great race on Earth, it was originally known as the Great Race of Mercy because of trying to save so many people in Nome, Alaska. Back in 1925, there was an outbreak of diphtheria in Nome, Alaska. So I'm going to show you the map here. This is kind of what Alaska looks like. Let me angle my hand a little. There we go. So, up here, I feel like a weatherman. Up here you have Nome, and down here you have Anchorage, and up about here you have Nenana. Okay, so this is Southeast Alaska, and this is the Aleutian Islands and Western Alaska. So, in 1925, diphtheria broke out. Basically, people were dying, and they needed to get serum to Nome as quickly as possible. It's middle of winter. There are few roads in Alaska as it is, let alone a road to Nome, which there still to this day is not. The only way you can access Nome is by ship, plane, snow machine, four-wheeler, and even that, then it depends on what time of year you're trying to get there. So what happened is they brought in serum to Alaska via Anchorage. From Anchorage, they took the serum by train to Nenana, which is further north of Anchorage. From Nenana, dog mushing teams broke up into shifts and trekked across the Alaskan tundra to get to Nome to deliver the serum. In total, there were 20 mushers and about 150 dogs traveling 674 miles in 5.5 days. Many of you may be familiar with the story of Balto. They have had movies and documentaries for Balto, not to mention an animated movie made about Balto. I can't even say it's about Balto, it's named Balto, but it really seems to have absolutely nothing to do with Balto. There's also a famous statue in Central Park in New York City of Balto. Balto is the dog that typically gets credit for being the hero dog of the trek. You always hear about Balto. And yes, Balto and Gunnar Kossen, his dog musher, were the ones to actually deliver the serum in Nome. But Leonard Seppala and his dog Togo were the ones who made the longest of the trek. So where Balto did the last 55, give or take 55 miles, Togo did about 200 miles of this trek. Togo had to go through Norton Sound in winter. This is no joke. We're talking blizzard conditions. Leonard Seppala, the experienced dog musher, could not even see the trail, but Togo knew where to go. That's how good Togo was. So celebrate who you will. Celebrate both dogs, celebrate Balto and Togo, but if you ask a lot of people here in Alaska, Togo is the true hero of the story. So I'm not going to go into detail about it, but the end of Balto's life was not as celebrated as you would imagine it would be, considering what Balto became renowned for. If you're interested, do a little research online. It's not a happy story. Balto can currently be seen on display stuffed in a museum in Cleveland, Ohio. Togo is also stuffed and on display. Togo stayed in Alaska. Togo can be found at the Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race Gift Shop and Museum in Wasilla, Alaska, home of Sarah Palin. Now, if you're wondering how I know all this, I'm a huge Alaska history buff. One of the reasons I really wanted to move to Alaska was because I love Alaska's, and I'm going to use this term, epic history. There's an actual trail called the Iditarod Trail that starts in Seward, Alaska. So you think, hey, you didn't say anything about Seward, Alaska. The Iditarod Trail, the trail that was used for this serum run, was the original postal route that was used to deliver mail that the dog mushers who delivered mail back then actually used to deliver the mail. The dog teams decided to take that same trail to deliver the serum. So you might be asking, why am I getting this history lesson with my beard product review video? That's because when people think of dog mushing, they think of Alaska Huskies. Today I'm doing a review of HUSKYBEARD products. First off, let me show you this logo. As far as the packaging and the marketing of HUSKYBEARD products, check out that logo. It's so sleek, it just pops. It's just a very cool design. It is owned by Ray Moyers, who purchased the company about a year ago from the previous owner who wasn't making the greatest choices for the company. Ray, wanting to give people the highest quality ingredients and the best customer service possible, purchased the company before it went down because he saw so much potential in this company, he wanted to keep it going. Ray is based in Arizona, and the products are made in small batches by hand in Utah. So Ray actually commutes regularly from Arizona to Utah to make sure that at the facility, everyone is keeping these high quality standards and making sure that everyone is getting the best possible product they can receive, while he is making sure that everyone's getting amazing customer service. First off, Akoni. In Hawaiian, Akoni means worthy of praise or admiration. The HUSKYBEARD oils come in a glass dropper. They're 1 ounce bottles. You can see that is almost clear as far as the oil. Let me read the ingredients for you. We've got virgin argan oil, pure golden jojoba oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, scented with premium grade essential oils. This one has ginger, pepper, basil, sage, cedarwood, amber, patchouli, redwood, and suede. So for this one, scent-wise, I get the sage, cedarwood, and amber. It has a medium thick consistency. It absorbs nicely into my skin and into my beard. The scent for me lasts about 4 to 5 hours, but you can still smell it. Like if I smell my beard, I can still smell it lingering even after 8 hours. It's a very light, smooth blend of the scents. It's also described on the website as being like Irish Spring soap, only better. My wife, she really liked this one, and she said it smelled to her like fresh soap or clean cotton. It's definitely a fresh scent. It is noticeable to the wearer, but it doesn't have a super large radius. You're definitely going to get that scent. It's going to hit you, but it's not going to be one of those ones that people halfway across the room are going to be able to smell when you walk in the room. Next up, Midnight Charmer. Once again, we've got a 1 ounce bottle, glass bottle with the glass dropper. You see we've got just a hint more color to this one, a little bit of a yellow. And I would put this one's a little bit lighter of a consistency than the Akoni. It definitely has, to me, old school bubble gum scent. From the time I open this, both my wife and I totally get bubble gum from this. It is a fantastic and very unique scent. It's described on the website as tobacco leaves, creamy vanilla, rosemary, and sweet melon. So I'm guessing it's the rosemary, melon, and vanilla that give it this bubblegum scent. It is definitely noticeable to the wearer, but like the Akoni, it doesn't have like a super large radius. And I didn't get as much longevity as far as the scent out of this one. I would say I got about 3 to 4 hours out of this one. It still lingers for a little while, but not as long as the Akoni does. But still, fantastic scent and definitely unique. And if you like the scent of old school bubblegum, you're going to want to try this one. Another thing to note, these oils have not been tested on animals, and they do contain tree nut oils and botanicals, so be aware if you have any allergies. The Woodstock Beard Balm. This comes in a 2 ounce tin. Gonna open it up for you so you can see it. This one is made with naturally refined shea butter, 100% pure white beeswax, virgin argan oil, pure jojoba oil, vitamin E oil, sweet almond oil, apricot kernel oil, avocado oil, pumpkin seed oil, hemp seed oil, grapeseed oil, and scented with the essential oils sandalwood, bergamot, cedarwood, and patchouli. I'm a big fan of the white beeswax, so that's nice. It's a very light beard balm that emulsifies easily into my hands, into my skin, into my beard. It's got a light hold. It does give me a little bit of hold, doesn't give me a lot of control. And I wouldn't say that it's something that's going to hold up like if you're like outside, outdoors, got a lot of wind blowing at you. But as far as if you're going to be indoors and you're looking for something light that's not going to leave like a glistening shine on your beard, it barely has any shine at all. So it's got, more of a matte finish. It's definitely a nice light balm to use. So if you're looking for something with hold and control, you might want to look for something else. But if you're looking for something light with a great scent, this is going to be a nice one. As far as the scent, it's described as an earthly and grounded scent reminiscent of the festival summer days at Woodstock 69. A light combination of sandalwood and cedarwood gives Woodstock a dry, leather-like woody scent, and a final splash of bergamot and patchouli adds a subtle quote-unquote juice to the woods. Now what I'll say about this is that I can smell each of these scents in the balm, but it's such a smooth and light blend. The thing that I noticed the most myself is the patchouli. Although when you think of patchouli, a lot of times you might think of hacky sacks, hippies, Grateful Dead concerts, things like that. It's not that straight up hit you in the face like bam, patchouli. It's a very light patchouli because of the light blend with all of the other scents. It's really nice. I've used this both with an unscented beard oil, and I also used it with the Aconi. I typically don't like to mix and match my oils and balms. If I use a balm that I don't have an oil for, I like to use an unscented and vice versa. But with this, I decided to actually try mixing it with the Aconi. And because both scents are so light, it blends really well together. The balm has a stronger scent than either one of the oils do, and you're gonna get a bit more longevity out of that scent. So you're gonna get about 5 to 6, maybe 7 hours out of it. So if you like the oils or if you like the scent and you want something that's longer lasting, you might wanna try the balms to see if that helps extend the scent. Another super cool thing about the beard balm is that it comes in this awesome bag. So it's kind of like a felted nylon bag. As you can see there, it's got the awesome logo on it, and you can keep your beard balm stored right in there. Seal it up, you're good to go. On to the foldable comb. This thing is handmade in the Netherlands. I cannot say enough amazing things about this comb. It's made with a Wenge wood. Wenge wood is it's a tropical wood that has this amazing scent. You'll see a lot of times Wenge is used with more luxury items, like luxury furniture and things like that, which probably contributes to the price of this comb. But let me say, this is the best foldable comb I have ever used. And when I first got it, you could just smell the wood. And I'm gonna show you the back side. The back side has these triangular openings, and you can smell the wood inside those openings. I've been keeping this comb in my pocket for several weeks now, and that wood scent is still lingering. Now, it's not as strong as when I first got it, because like I said, I've been keeping it in my pocket. It's getting a lot of use, but that scent is still lingering, and Wenge has such an amazing scent. And you can see there also, you've got the incredible etching in the side. That's not just a screen print, that's actually etched into the side. These bristles are wide, and that is the thing I like the most about this, because the foldable pocket comb I was using before was the Kent foldable pocket comb. The bristles on it are much closer together. So this one having a wider bristle is going to be better for detangling and for just running through, for that gentle comb through that you're looking for. That's not going to be too narrow, that's going to add resistance, that's going to possibly pull out hairs prematurely. And as far as the feel of this, it feels like it's gliding through my beard. I've never felt a wooden comb that has felt like this before. I've got several of the peachwood, sandalwood, the combs, like the double-sided combs, but none of them feel like this. And I really have a feeling it's because you've got these wider gaps between the teeth. And as you can see, the construction on it's got that screw, and this is solid. As you can see, I'm moving it, and it's not folding back in on itself. So it's definitely very sturdy, has a great scent. For me, it's got the perfect width for the teeth. It's great at detangling and at combing. I, again, cannot recommend this comb enough. Definitely, if you're looking for something to carry with you that's going to be compact and has an awesome design and a nice scent, get this comb. Seriously, get this comb. Now that we've talked about the comb, we can talk about the boar's hair bristle brush. Once again, I've got nothing but great things to say about this boar bristle brush. I've had so many boar bristle brushes. I like boar bristle brushes, but a lot of times the bristles are so coarse and stiff and rough that they irritate my face. And I know everyone says boar bristle brushes are great for spreading the natural oils in your skin and the beard oils into your skin, and exfoliating. And yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's all fine and dandy until your face ends up irritated and hurting. And that's what I've gotten from some other boar bristle brushes. The first thing I noticed about this brush, if you can see, it's got indentations here on the sides, right? So it gives you a super nice grip, a better grip than on any other boar bristle brush I've had. Mostly, they're just smooth on the side. And a lot of times they're rectangular, and if they are rounded, they're a bit smaller than this one. As you can see, like that wood is pretty thick on there. It's not just, and it's also curved, so it fits very comfortably in your hand, more comfortably than any other boar bristle brush I've used. The next thing is that these bristles are a bit longer than some of the other boar bristle brushes I've had. And the bristles are definitely different lengths. Like you have like a shorter length, and then you have like additional bristles that go up a little bit higher. So I would say your shorter ones go to about here, and then above my fingertip line is where you have like the longer bristles. So you're not only exfoliating the skin and distributing those oils, but those taller boar bristles are not as coarse and abrasive. In fact, I find this to be the softest, most gentle boar bristle brush that I've used. And I think that really is because you've got these taller boar bristles that are the ones that are primarily touching your skin, and it's not the concentration of the thicker, coarser boar bristles. So as far as comfort on my skin, definitely the best one I've used. As far as giving me that control, as far as being able to grip it and hold it and being able to when I use a boar bristle brush, if I just brush it straight down, my beard looks crazy. It does not look cool. It's like flat and it kind of like curls in weird ways, and I don't like it. So I always like to get a bit of like that rounding with my boar bristle brush. Because of how I can hold this and because of the length of the bristles and the fact that they are softer than other boar bristle brushes I've used, I get more control without irritating my skin. I'm a huge fan of that. This also, again, has the HUSKYBEARD logo on the back, which looks super sleek. So this boar bristle brush also loses far fewer bristles than any other boar bristle brush I've ever had. When I first get boar bristle brushes, I always hold them over the sink and I move my hand over them like this, and I just watch the bristles just fall out and end up in the sink. Not with this one. I had some fall out, but nothing compared to what I typically have fall out when I get a brand new boar bristle brush. Also, as far as using it, I hardly lose any boar bristles with this one. That just tells me, again, quality on this exceeds other boar bristle brushes that I've used in the past. If you're looking for a boar bristle brush, it's something that's handheld like this, and you're looking and you've had problems with other ones in the past that have been more abrasive, try this one out. I think you're going to be happy. Like I showed you earlier, the package also came with this awesome HUSKYBEARD sticker and a business card. And on the back, check this out. You can save 25% on your next order. Use the code HUSKY25. All caps on the Husky, number 25. Check out Ray and his company HUSKYBEARD, and that's it, huskybeard.com. Thanks again to Ray for sending these products out. Make sure to hit up HUSKYBEARD on their website or any of their social media sites. Look for them, check them out, add them, ask Ray any questions you may have about the products. He's all about customer service and high quality products. So as far as his customer service, I know he's going to hit you back. He's going to answer any questions you have. Speaking of social media, all that stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, watch the other videos, comment down below, email at beardswithbeerspodcast@gmail.com, Facebook, Beards with Beers, Twitter, BeardsWTH Beers, Instagram, Beards with Beers Podcast. Check out the podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Podbean, Stitcher. And one more special thanks to Charlotte for this awesome backdrop. You know, she and her husband have been watching the videos, and she's like, you need a backdrop. And so she found this, and she was so cool, kind, and generous to pick this up, so that now you got this cool backdrop behind me. Thank you, Charlotte. And until next time, cheers.